Alright. I have hit go live. We'll see if it's live yet, but oh, it's definitely live. It is definitely live. I need to adjust my settings real quick because I had different settings. Because I tried to record something different. One moment, gamers, and then we'll begin in a moment. I'm repeating myself. It sounds good, right? Audio doesn't sound bad or anything like that. Cool. All good, wonderful. I shall ping the Discord server and then we start more of the honey run. Let me say good morning to everyone and then we shall begin. Because I literally just woke up. I just woke up. Hello Sabri, hello Ai, Mr. Wooloo, Stone, Shadow Ace, Jax Gaming, RSPK, Matthew, Parappa? Parappa? I mean, you're a fan of Parappa, I hope I'm saying it right. Good morning Crimson, good morning Stone. Good morning, Abyssal Sunbeam. That's a very epic name. And Youngster Joey. You know, people have requested this so many times, and the bad news is there's no Ratata in this game, so I can't do it. They never put the rat in this game. What am I supposed to do? Hello, Connor. Hello, Daniel. Sleepy, it's coming out when it's done. Clearly, we are not done. It probably takes several weeks after these streams are done for this to actually become a video. Good morning, George. Is it George or Jorge? Because I've seen a Jorge pronunciation. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I have worked with someone whose name is spelled George, but it's pronounced Jorge. So I'm like, am I mispronouncing your name horribly? Good morning, Breeze. Hello, Polka Deacon. Meh. We're almost at the meh. You're my daily Burger King employee, and you're not allowed to just get cheese on your cheeseburger. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I just woke up. You're giving me too much information. George is Brazilian, that pronunciation in Spanish. Okay, good to know, good to know. I did make myself a cuppa just to fit with the Galar team. Because my parents bought me like a gacha box of teas from Republic of Tea. So there's like just a bunch of random teas downstairs. And since I only got like 6 hours of sleep, I'm like, you know what? We're streaming Galar. Let me try this breakfast tea that they keep having. Yeah, hello, early stream indeed, Matthew. Today we're going up Rose Tower. We'll probably do most of the Champion Cup finals. I don't think we'll get to Rose. I think we're gonna save Rose Eternatus and Leon for next week. You have both variations. You pronounce the J. Okay, gotcha. Before we run into here, you were sick today. Well, I hope you feel better. Why are they dead? I'm gonna put Salazzo out front so we can like burn through everything, and then we'll worry. It's 10 p.m. here, and you're tired. Ay. It's 8:40 a.m. here. I just woke up. I've been having this issue where I go to bed at like 12:30 and then I can't fall asleep until 2 a.m. I'm like, I need to fix my sleep schedule. Cause I'm a morning person, so like when it's 9 a.m. and I'm just now getting out of bed and finishing breakfast, I feel like the day's already over. Which is it sounds ridiculous because it's literally the opposite. The day has just began. But to my mind, it's like, oh, man, I slept through the whole day. And then you look at the clock and it's 9 a.m. Like, what is wrong with you, Mr. Games? What is wrong with you? But yeah, I made myself a cup of British breakfast tea. It does not smell good. I don't know if I messed it up. I usually don't put anything in my tea. Sometimes I'll put like a little bit of cream, like a little bit of sugar. For this one, usually I don't put anything, unless I feel like I need to. It's too hot. It's too hot for me to drink it. Like the water's still boiling. What country am I lost in? Well, currently we're in Paldea. I mean, Galar. But Paldea season starts soon. I finished editing the gameplay part. I just need to edit the 17 minutes of dialogue for the Iono video. Which is a lot of minutes of dialogue, but... Alright. No, the music here is a bop. You know, can we just take a moment and appreciate the elevator music? Can this be elevator music everywhere else? It just feels like you're going on an epic adventure. But you're just riding an elevator. Instead we get jazzy music in most elevators, at least in the US. Most elevators I've been in just have like smooth jazz going. When's it gonna come out? When it's done. Oh, what country am I in? IRL? I'm in the US. You touch the walls, do your arms... No. You know, you make an excellent question. This does not look like a very safely built elevator. I don't think this passed OSHA. Yeah, Matthew, as someone who's played through Sword and Shield like 20 plus times, and then has played through Scarlet Violet like 6 times, I think Sword and Shield is a better game. I mean, I'm excited for the DLC. I will probably stream the DLC when it drops. Because that's in like 2 weeks, right? Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. I'll probably stream that. I'm excited for the story. But like visual and functional wise, Sword and Shield is so much better. Which is funny because we made fun of the trees so much. We're like, oh no, this tree looks bad. Now every tree looks bad. I have no idea what the popular elevator song there is. It could be. I have not I don't know. Yeah, they could just say Leon's in a meeting. You cannot take this elevator. Instead, we have office employees fighting children in an elevator. This is great story writing, isn't it? This Sunday is your birthday. Nice, Gwennon. Summer's flying by too fast. I agree. Why is it already September? I mean, soon we're gonna have to ask if you guys remember the 21st night of... You know the song. You guys know the song. Can I talk about the pressure of the Can X Become Champion series editing? Yeah, you guys want to see it? Because I gotta keep editing today. I make myself a little to-do list, so I know what I need to get done for today. Because when I'm sitting at home basically all day, what does my avatar remind you of Splatoon? Because it's based on my Splatoon character when I started the channel. And I like Splatoon. I was also gonna ask to see if people were interested. I might stream. I cannot words. I just woke up. Apologies. Dang it. Ah! Apologize, gamers. I just woke up. Say you're sorry. Apologies, gamers. I might stream Big Run tomorrow because the new Splatoon update just dropped. I was working on a Trash or Treasure. It's a video series where I look at the weapons in Splatoon and see if they're trash or treasure. Yeah, why didn't they just get Regieleki and Galar? That's the part that doesn't make sense to me. You finally made it to stream. Hello, hello. You play Touch Grass Simulator. That's a good simulator. Anyways, people are asking about the pressures of editing these series. There is a ton of editing. So I can do. Are any of you guys doing coding? Any of you guys code? I think this would make more sense if I put it in the context of coding. Because I'm not recording these elevator battles anyways. Playing on a fan game, there you go. What's coding? Oh no. My Hero Academia Series 6. What was Series 6? Hold on. I feel like that's already been out. But I forget which one's Series 6. My Hero. Oh. Oh, it's that one. It's the one where they randomly did a match between the two. And then 6 is the really good one. Yeah, just to show you guys what the editing part looks like. Yeah. Well, so this is the Iono video. It's gonna be almost 40 minutes long, right? Because we love all the editing, and there's just a lot going on here. Like once I zoom in, there's a lot of, so these light blue ones are clips from game. All these other things you see up here are effects, text, other images. So I haven't done background music. There's just my narration. There's no background music yet. And then I have these, which are the conversations. So I have to edit the conversation between me and Iono. And I have it layered so that it's like, here's Iono talking, then it's me talking, then Iono, then me. So today, what's on the docket for today is I have to go through all of these green ones that have the dialogue, and as you can see, there's a lot of dialogue in this one, especially at the end, because I put a lot of the plot at the end. That way people who prefer to just see the gameplay part, they can just leave at this point. And then people who like the plot, they get an extra like 13 minutes of entertainment. But I have to go in and do all of the subtitles today so you can see what the characters are saying, and then I have to do the sprite work so you guys can see what everyone looks like. Here, I'm a reap for this one. There's no Wooloo in Paldea. It's so disappointing. They better add Wooloo in the DLC. I really hope they add Wooloo in the DLC. But I got all the different sprites, so I have to fit, you know, the look with the mouth and the eyes, depending on what's being said. And then Iono is not even done. I have gifts for Iono. So like, Iono's gonna be moving. And I have to like layer these. So like Iono is vibing the entire time. This is gonna take a lot of time to edit. It's probably gonna take me like 4 or 5 days. So everyone else gets the weekend off. This weekend I'm doing these green suckers. Hopefully I'll be done in 3 to 4 days, and then I have some time to do background music and any like other special effects I want to add. I did make some special effects like the badges, so Hold on. I don't want SVGs. I made like little animations for each of the badges because this game did not bother doing badge animations. So I spent this was like an hour of work just to make all the badges look nice when you do get a badge. It's a lot that goes into it. I was saying people know coding because it's a lot of nests. So here I talk about the level caps. How there's like a 10 level cap between Rika and Grusha. And there's just too much things to fit on this timeline. So I had to put them all in a nest. So if I click into the nest, there's like more text than images here. So this is just the Grusha part. Otherwise it would just be too tall. It's hard to get organized. So anyways, that's what editing this looks like. That's why it's not done. The plan was to have it done today. But there's just too much. There's just too much. Anyways, back to the video game now. Whoop. Let's see what you guys are saying. I missed everything. Haven't watched anime in 4 years. Funny enough, I've been watching anime in the past 4 years. That's been the main. But before that, I had not watched anime. Not really an anime person. I recently got into it. Although, if I'm being honest, I'm starting to fall out of my anime honeymoon. Close to getting the anime burnout. What was basic knowledge when it comes to coding? That's good enough. Just a lot of nesting and recursion. Why does Pokemon Sword and Shield make everyone twins? You know, I don't know. Sorry for the delayed response. You had work stuff today. Hey, now work is important. Absolutely. You broke your wrist? Oh, no, that is not. I mean, I would offer to sign your cast, but I can't. I hope you heal well. You can't even play more than 1 hour of a Pokemon game. You won't be able to play 10 games. Yeah, no, this isn't even 10 times. This is my the Oleana run that I'm currently doing. This is like my 24th time playing through this game. Might be more. How long does it normally take to edit? Depends on the video. Like a simple 8-minute video. I say simple. I could do in like a day, but this is not a simple video. So this would probably take me like 2 or 3 days just to do an 8-minute video. That's why I force your friends to edit for you. There you go. You also value non-linear, so you appreciate non-linearity. Yeah. Well, Scarlet Violet didn't really nail the non-linearity. They're just like, yeah, you can go any direction. Things don't scale, but you can go any direction. I'm like, what? It is kind of non-linear to some degree. I just wish everything would scale with you. I know Mareep is Jotonian Wooloo, but you know what? I like Johto. Oh no, Matthew, you did not come across as angry at all. I feel like we've had this conversation before. You like Scarlet Violet, and that is valid. Okay, now it's time for the Oleana fight, which I usually don't record. I'm just gonna record it in this screen, just in case. Well, I do record it, I just don't cover her. She's not really, you don't have to beat her to become champion. Yeah, this is gonna be Woolooverse. Content, but you have school. Yeah, I realize this is school time for a lot of people. That's okay. Being a YouTuber is hardly undervalued. Absolutely. That's why I'm probably gonna end up looking into something else to do. and then just do YouTube part-time. Realistically. I'm gonna give it my all like these next couple of months just to see how it goes. But realistically, it was doable before the heavy inflation hit us, because homes were like $200,000, $300,000. Now they're $500,000. So like the prices of homes has doubled, but my income has not doubled. If anything, ad rates got worse this year because everyone is like back to work and school from COVID. Like COVID's basically over. And all the extra funding companies got from the government is gone, so they're like cutting back their budget. So ad rates are just like half of what they were. Not half, but almost half. They're like 25-30% less. So I'm a little struggling this year, but we'll see how this goes. Have I done an Oleana run? No, that's gonna be the last one. Game Freak would move away from the new game. Absolutely, I agree. They should just one game every 2 years, maybe 3 years. I'm totally fine with that. This is the first live stream and it's amazing. Thank you. It'll never happen. Yeah. One can hope. I mean, ideally, what Game Freak could do is they could look at all of the people who make Pokemon fan games, and instead of try to put them in jail and sue them to non-existence, what they should do is they should offer to hire them, make it the Pokemon Team 2, the team that's responsible for Pokemon remakes, because it's people who already love the Pokemon series, and then have the main team do the new games, and then the team of people who already know how the older games work can do the remakes. It's so good, but they won't do that. What's my favorite part about Honey? Oh no. I better not say. Hello, Scout. Like realistically, Game Freak has so many talented people who would be more than happy to work with them. Because if you think about it, a lot of the reason why people make fan games is because they're just not happy with the quality of the current games, but they still love the series. The thing that makes them make these fan games is that they already really like Pokemon. How happy would they be if Pokemon was like, hi, wanna make the black and white remakes? And then these people who are hardcore fans of the games go, absolutely, I would love to work on the black and white remakes. Like if Pokemon reached out to me and they're like, hi, we want to do a short series, a short web series, which they are doing, wanna help us write it, I'd be like, absolutely. I would be so excited to do that. Instead, you guys get Woolooverse. Not like that's a bad thing, but maybe I should do a Can X Become Champion and Hard Gold also. I've considered it. The current plan is just to focus on Scarlet Violet, do the 8 gym leaders and the professors, and then see where it goes from there. If the series is doing great, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, definition of great is 250,000 views. If the episodes are getting about 250,000 views after being out for 2 to 3 months, then I keep doing more Scarlet Violet. If not, I'll pivot to a different Pokemon game. Really depends on how it performs. So I might look into older games. I still have the Legends Arceus one to do as well. Yeah, it's Genshin Impact, taking it too far. Well, no, the Genshin Impact hackers, that's a different story. Because, like, that's just people messing with the game experience for others. Like, within the game. So, like, there's a difference between the guy that goes in as Kave and deletes things in other people's games, which is really messed up, and that should not be allowed. And the guy that makes Amber the size of Ajdaha, and then you have to fight like, yeah, nobody like that's a private server thing. Like that's just hilarious to look at, but it's not something that's hurting the game experience. While the Kave deleting stuff is hurting people's game experience. Oleana mostly uses Gen 4. Her Milotic is really a pain to get through. I will say in most runs of this game, this Pokemon gives me the most trouble just because it just heals itself half the time. And usually the NPCs don't heal themselves. Do I intend on making any more Fire Emblem Engage videos? Probably not. Probably not. I might do a 3 Houses one, like half a year down the line. But probably not more Engage. Seems like YouTube algorithm has said Engage is not good for your channel, and considering I spent like a month working on that video, and I'll show you guys exactly why I probably won't make another Fire Emblem Engage video. I loved making it. I thought it was a fun game. I thought it was a good video. I spent about 30 hours playing through the game, 40 hours, and then another 10 hours scripting it, and then another 20-30 hours editing it, so 80 hours of work. Take your guess on what is a fair pay for 80 hours of work. 80 hours of work. Feel free to leave a comment. 80 hours of work. Okay, so you spent 80 hours working on something, and then after 80 hours of work, where is my show my display? There it is. After 80 hours of work, you get paid $11. Okay, let's round it up. $12 for 80 hours of work. Unless the algorithm picks it up and says, hey, more people are gonna see this video, I financially cannot afford to make any more at the moment. Yeah, so as much as I would like to, because I really love the Fire Emblem games, is one of the few games where I picked it up, I played it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. I can't believe I haven't played this before. I started with 3 Houses. Engage, the story didn't engage me as much, but I really like the gameplay. But yeah, $11. So financially, I cannot afford to do them at the moment, as much as I would like to. Which is why I'll probably do another one like 6 months from now when when I have the free time. Can I do a face reveal soon? No. I can show you art that was made of me. This is what I look like, but in animated form. What am I fighting again? Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention. What am I fighting? Darmanitan? I forgot what I'm fighting. But yeah, this is what I look like, basically. It's just a drawn version of me. Oh, Serena. Okay, Darmanitan was a good choice. Darmanitan was a good choice. When's the Iono video? When it gets done. Hopefully next week. Hopefully. 80 hours of work should net me a minimum of 800 USD. They got me 12. It's great. What are my thoughts on Paradox Mons? I personally like them. I think they made all of them a bit too strong. Like, their stats are crazy. Like, real crazy. Wait. Can only use Icicle Crash. Oh, that's great. Let's hit Salazzle with Icicle Crash. I wonder how much damage we'll do. Bum, bum, bum. On the bright side, when I do the all-out run, I get to bring Salazzle again. And I'm pretty sure her Salazzle has a very different setup than Honey's. What's my favorite type? I really like grass types. Why did that do more than half of its health? Oh, their Manatan lives? Aren't they supposed to be legendaries? Kinda. They're kinda like the Ultra Beasts, basically. That's how I'm treating them. I'm treating them like Ultra Beasts. They're like, oh, it's the generational gimmick of overpowered Pokemon from another world. My favorite evolution, Leafeon. Surprise, surprise, is the grass type evolution. I don't think Turo's the one that named the future Pokemon. Alright, so she's got Garbodor next. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. So this might actually knock us out. Because it knows the ground type move. And I can't really poison it, can I? I mean, I can use poison gas, but I don't think it can actually poison this thing. I can stall it for like 2 turns. With Salazzle. I'm gonna go Togekiss. I forget what's yeah, Gigantamax is too. Garbodor. What is this thing weak to? Ground and Psychic. I don't think we have Psychic. Nope. Doesn't resist flying. I think I'm gonna go flying. Because of the stab. I'm gonna go stabby. Favorite type is the Wooloo type. I agree. That's my first Pokemon game. Mine was Generation 2. Except I didn't know how to save because I didn't speak English. And I think it was an issue of like dead battery, so like even if I did hit save, it wouldn't save, so I just have to start it from the beginning every time I played. So realistically, it took me several years until I actually beat Generation 2. Because most of the time I would play it just up until Whitney's gym. I'd beat Whitney and then I'm like, alright, that's enough gaming for today. And then tomorrow we'll do it again, but with a different starter. Be shock and use Air Slash. That does sound like a shock thing to say. Why did I send out a Fairymon against Poison? My only other option is a Poisonmon against Poison. and this thing does have a ground type move, which is why I didn't send out Salazzle first, because Salazzle takes 4 times damage from ground types. So even though we can Protect Stall, which I think that makes you still take 10% damage. It's either 10 or 20, I forget. It still makes you take the damage, but this is a frail Pokemon. It's my favorite Pokemon. It's Bayleaf. I'm happy it's finally back. It's been so long without Bayleaf. I know it's technically in BDSP, but it's been so long. Bayleaf is back. Let's go. Okay, so we did live here. I want to burn the trash, but I think I will. Yeah, because we get stabbed. Alright, we're gonna go Flamethrower. Pretty sure this thing has buffed itself up a little bit, though. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. We are good. Which Pokemon am I in this video? I'm gonna be a Squirtle. Actually, I got the Squirtle art is done. Courtesy of Cephalorock. They've done a lot of the Pokemon art for the channel as well. So here, I can show you guys the Squirtle sprites while Oleana does her little talking thing. Because once again, we're not recording this part. So, here's Squirtle. So here's what the Squirtle stuff looks like. We got the cool sunglasses on the Squirtle. I have to go through and make all of these different selections. And then export them. So there's Squirtle with all the different arm positions. There's Excited Squirtle. There's Squirtle with just his no, not his leg, his hands just vibing down. And then there's Squirtle with the raised hands, being excited. Excited Squirtle. And he's happy here, but he can be talking here. And he can be surprised here, and then he's kind of sad. And he's kind of happy. And then we have like how much his eyes are squinty. Here's angry eyes, here's kind of sad eyes. We can also close the eyes, and then we can also have them closed but happy versus squinted. So I have to go through and like export the art for all of these, because I don't, this is just a PSD file. I don't have the actual final thing. So the thing that I'm gonna use in the videos, I have to go in and like do all the different combinations and export them. So this is probably gonna take me like an hour or two just to export all the Squirtles. And I thought we'd give him cool sunglasses. Cause I don't know if you guys have seen the Squirtle Squad. But the Squirtle Squad has cool glasses. So we'll have some of those for. Anyways, yeah, so it's gonna be Squirtle. Bum bum bum. Ta-da, can we see the art? Yep. I have an honest question. Do I really hang out with Cephalorock? Depends on what you mean by hang out, but yeah, we talk. Like, Ceph is a really cool person. I just like their vibe. I don't know what else. Yeah. I consider them a good friend. Also, they are doing like a stream-a-thon this month over on Twitch. I don't know how, it's gonna be like 12 hours of streaming a day or something like that. And like they went out of their way to get the Squirtle art done for me before they start their stream-a-thon. Because I had also asked them to do art for 2 other Pokemon that we'll see in Season 2. But they won't be until after October, so they're basically what they're gonna do is they're gonna enjoy all their streaming this month, and then they'll do more art later. But I really appreciate them. You're an awesome person. You were old enough for that, Squirtle Squad. I know, right? They need to bring back the Squirtle Squad. Which Pokemon is the best Gen 1 starter? I personally, I like grass types, so I'm biased towards Bulbasaur. But I also like the big Squirtle, because I also used to really like water types. Did I read your comment? Nope, I missed it. I don't see it on screen, so I have missed it. But yeah, in terms of best Gen 1 starter, I feel like there was a video about this, and it was Squirtle. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure someone had made a video to be like, oh, what is the best Gen 1 starter? Like in terms of what you can do with them in battle. Let me make sure I have a good healing item, because I have not had to heal at all. Yeah, we don't have any good healing items. Just on the odd case that I'm gonna need to drop a very good potion. I'm gonna buy some real quick. And then I will switch to recording mode so we can grab some footage. Okay, we're gonna just go for full restores because you're not gonna need this many. Just on the odd chance that something we fall down just to Venusaur and something's like destroying us. Yeah, Leon looks very safe. Meanwhile, we beat up half of the guards. And Leon's just vibing there. He's like, no, Rose. I don't think so. It's my favorite gen. I'm gonna say Gen 2. Oh, it was actually Bulbasaur. Oh, okay. Good to know. If Legend Arceus is in the past, can you find Paradox Pokemon? Oh, I really want to say stuff, but I'm not gonna say stuff because it would not be nice if I said this stuff right now. No, because the past Paradox Pokemon are either from a different dimension entirely, imaginary Pokemon that somebody made up and came into existence, or from the distant past. Like the really, really distant past. Not Legend Arceus distant past, but even more distant past. Okay, I don't like British breakfast tea. It's not for me. This is the least I've ever drunk a tea when drinking a tea. Yep, best to have it and not need it. And to need it and not have it. You're making Frox. Wait, isn't Frox an enemy in Tears of the Kingdom? When will I post this? The honey run is probably not gonna get done until next month, if I'm being honest. Maybe end of this month. But the intention is to do Brassius at the end of this month, so we'll see. I don't know where this is gonna fit in the upload schedule. Realistically, I have too many other videos in the works. This is gonna happen at some point, but I don't know when. But it will happen. Alright, now we gotta fight BD. Am I excited for the DLC? Absolutely. Well, as excited as one can be. Having seen all of the leaks, I am curious what the story's gonna be. I do like the fact that they're bringing back other Pokemon and we basically get a whole nother region to explore. Because I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that, what's it called, Kitakami? Something like that? Is like somewhere in Japan region. Especially based on like the regional fakes we've seen and the setup. Which means we are actually getting a whole different region for a DLC for once in our lives. Which is something Pokemon has not done in like decades. A really long time they have not done this. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm also very curious to see what Ms. Briar does, lore-wise. View of Legend Arceus is superior. Good, because I am going to be making a Legends Arceus video at some point as well. Because people voted for Irida and Adamant, so I'm going to be doing the evolution run. And then I'll also do a Trainers and Towns video, and don't say there's only one town, because we have the settlements. We kind of just look at all the towns and stuff. Thank you for hanging out, Aoi. Your cat wants to watch the stream. Nice. Hi, hello to your cat. I think Fire Blast is the best of these three, right? Yep. I don't know why Fire Blast randomly has more accuracy than the other two. I never understood that. Hello, Brick. I'm doing good. I just kind of woke up and hit go live. I'm still waking up. How many more videos are left in the Woolworths? The Galar one, 2. This being one of them. The Paldea one, I don't know. I haven't even made the first one yet. We can't even do anything here. What is he doing? Alright, I'm gonna use light screen. But he's gonna kill me, isn't he? Okay. Do I mind if someone adds me? You don't have to add me, because I read all the comments. But I mean, if you feel obliged to, go for it. I'm not gonna be like, don't add me, sir. Legend Arceus is still best Pokemon game. Out of the modern ones, I will say, yeah, it was good. The one thing I didn't like about Legends Arceus is, you had to do, like, Pokédex completion to actually make progress in the story. But, this is a big but, you don't actually have to do that much of the Pokédex. The first time around it felt like they were making me do way too much, and then I realized it's not. It's not that much. It's not that bad. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's not that bad. Imagine Kitakami is where the Sinjo ruins are. Yeah, see that would put a smile on my face. But also, please don't touch Johto right now, Pokemon Company. It's the best region. Don't ruin it, please. That'd be awesome. After all these years, we finally get to see the Sinjo ruins. I want to listen to you, but responded to everyone else. I think your comment must have scrolled above, and I just did not see it. Also, it's a chat. I cannot hear you. I can see your message, but I cannot hear it. How old am I? Almost 30. Air slash. Even though this is the exact same type, I'm realizing. How do you what? Who? How? Huh? You know, I'm confused by the start of that question. Hardest rival in the newer games. I mean, Hop literally gets a legendary Pokemon. So I actually gotta say Hop. Let's Go Johto is inevitable? I don't know, that's what we thought. I mean, I'm okay with a Let's Go Johto. I'm absolutely okay. I actually really like the art style in Let's Go. So if it's a Let's Go Johto instead of a BDSP Johto, I'll be a very happy being. I'm going to miss my Galar videos. Me too. Realistically, I'll probably do like a Steven run and a me run in Galar, so I'll probably have like 4 more Galar videos total. But we'll see. Too many ideas, too little time. Like realistically, even if I had an editor helping out with these, I could still only do like 2 a month. Because I make them on a grander scale. One problem we have with Arceus is the fossils. I agree. And I think that's where the paradoxes would have fit in. Like, oh, you could run into a paradox in the dimension thing, because the fossils are from really far back. How old do I feel then? 20. At some point, once you reach like adult, it's just like cool. Time happens. You realize a lot of adults are just grown-up children. Like maturity level is not like nothing really changes that much. You just get more life experience after like college, especially after like once you're done with college, university. Life just kind of becomes very samey, which is kind of funny because when we're kiddos, we're all like, oh no, school, I don't like school, I hate school, and then you finish school and you're like, man, I kind of miss school. Compared to all this other stuff, I mean, life becomes very samey because like you don't have different classes you take, you don't run into new people you haven't met, and I'm just like, man. They really did not warn us about this. They're just like, yeah, just finish school and then you get a good job and then you get a good life and you have fun. And I'm like, wait, no. Nobody explained this. What's my favorite fairy type? I don't know. The first thing that came to mind is Klefki, but it's definitely not Klefki. Probably Carbink. I always forget that Carbink is also part fairy, but Carbink definitely. Am I gonna do Swordsbird? I'm actually considering it. Because I looked at Swordsbird and Shieldbird's team. And I'm like, man, their teams suck. But that would also make it for a good challenge video because their teams suck. Like, Swordbird doesn't evolve the Doublade. He just has a Doublade on his final team. No Edgeslash. You just stuck with the Doublade. Bum, bum, bum. You thought that I was still a college student? I mean, I am... Yeah, pretty much. I have a master's degree. The only college left for me to do is PhD, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I'm not sure, because PhDs are like... It's a 4 to 5 year commitment. It's a big... I mean, it's half a decade, basically, to get a PhD. And I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I'm at a point in my life where I want to commit to being a nerd for an extra 5 years. I'm tempted. I just don't know. Alright, I'm gonna save just in case. And then we have the Nessa fight up next. You guys remember Nessa? The strongest gym leader in Sword and Shield? Now, here's something you guys probably have not noticed that will annoy the heck out of you once you acknowledge it, once you see it. Although it is not as apparent. Here, I'll pause the comments. I'll read through the comments in a moment. Do you guys know how we all complain about Gita using a thing that sets entry hazards at the end? Well, Nessa's Dreadnought also sets entry hazards at the end because its Dynamax version, Dreadnought, its Gigantamax version, my bad, has a different water type move than Max Geyser. It's Max Stone Surge, and what Stone Surge does is it sets up Stealth Rocks. So Nessa is also victim of the we're gonna put entry hazards at the end of the battle instead of at the beginning of the battle. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they do this. But they do it anyways. I'm gonna hit this thing with a thunder. It's probably gonna miss. Oh, okay, it's not missing. Good, good, good. You finished your exam yesterday. Not gonna lie, yeah, it's nice. You finish the exams, then you have like a nice break. Realistically, hopefully you don't do YouTube like I do, because for me it's like I finish this big video that's like the semester-long project, but I finish it in a month, and then there's no time off. I just start the next thing right away. Like it's on to the next thing, because sometimes I only get paid $12 for a whole video, even though I spent 2 weeks on it. Not that there's anything wrong with working retail. Yeah, well, both of my parents work retail. My hope is to get to a point in life where I could help them pay off their bills, at least. Because they did move to a brand new country, and let me tell you, that stuff is expensive. I'm very much like, a lot of the stuff that people vibed with in the Clara video is just based on my experience with being like a first-gen immigrant. Because I'm not from the US. I moved here when I was 10. And yeah, I kind of want to get to a point where I can help out my parents. I'm not even close to that yet. I can't even help myself at the moment. But I'm trying. That's why I'm like, maybe I'll switch to YouTube being a part-time thing. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's gonna go Gallade. Maybe not my brightest move, but I'm gonna go Gallade. Am I gonna do an Oleana run? Absolutely. But Oleana is basically gonna be the last Galar Woolooverse. And I'm intentionally saving it for later. Because I think the Oleana video is gonna explore why the legendaries are being the way they are. Like Calyrex and the legendary in Paldea. Okay, let me scroll up a little bit, a few more comments that I missed. And here you are panicking because you don't know what you want your major to be. Okay, if you're not sure what you want your major to be, here's my advice. And I really wish someone gave me this advice, but I'm not gonna sell you a course on this because that's just BS. Realistically, what you should do is you should go to LinkedIn or whatever other site there is for job searches, type in that major and see what people who got that major do for their job. And then ask yourself, is this the type of job I'd like to do? And if the answer is yes, congratulations, you have found yourself a major. And if the answer is no, congratulations, you have found a major you don't want to take. I learned it the hard way because initially I was going to do accounting. And then the way the US is at least structured is your first year or two, you're taking general classes. It's like you're taking history, you're taking accounting 1, you're taking calculus. And then once you're like halfway through your degree, that's when you start taking the major classes and you realize, oh no, this is not what I want to do. I was smart. I came in with a lot of AP credits, so I basically skipped my first year of college. So I took a higher level class in my first year just to see if this is what I'm interested in. And I realized I don't want to be an accountant. So I very quickly switched out of that. Because I like numbers, but yeah. Hello, Zinc. You don't think you ever get a PhD? Master's is enough for you? Yeah, usually master's is good enough for practical stuff. PhD is like if you really, really want to study the subject. Oh, we're locked into Stone Edge. Once again, why is their Manatan locked into using stuff? Oh, it's his ability, isn't it? Guerrilla tactics. Dang it. I forgot about that. You like the tournament style gym leader rematch over the straight Elite Four. I kind of like this too, to be honest. What do you think of Volo? He was a good character. How long will this video be? I have no idea. I sound like I'm 20. Thank you. Yes, but Dreadnought is utterly terrifying when you're only level 20 and not seriously over level. That is true. That is true. Yeah, we're stuck using Stone Edge because that's our ability. When you have a PhD, are you Mr. Dr. Vasko Gamester? Yes, absolutely. I think you're leaving your channel to be a wasteland because you're just too tired. Yeah, that's fair. He was watching a random video when you got a notification that I was streaming, so you started watching this instead. Oh, thank you. Did I move from Europe? Yes, I am from East Europe, from Bulgaria. Hello there, Obi-Wan. Oh no. This video will be 30 minutes. Oh, don't jinx it. Like, that's a lot of editing. Volo is the hardest trainer released because he has 7 Pokemon on his team and 2 of them are legendary. Which is just a little bit unfair, just a little bit. What do I think is something that is better in Sword and Shield than Scarlet Violet? Well, for one, the game does not glitch like crazy. The amount of glitches I have encountered that really should not be there. You know, it's not like, oh no, I intentionally am going out of my way to do a glitch. In Scarlet Violet, a lot of the times I'm just playing the game and like I can see through the floor. A random Pokemon attacks me from inside a wall. Like, this should not be happening. This is like very basic quality control things that should not be happening. And that are happening. That should not be happening. Who is harder in my opinion, Volo or Cynthia? Volo. Finding 2 phases of a legendary Pokemon is ridiculously tough. I mean, Cynthia is strong. And Cynthia and BDSP is actually really strong because they gave her held items and everything, and like good moves that are only available in the post game. He has 8 Mons. Oh, there you go. Even more ridiculous. I think, yeah, Scarlet and Violet, the nice thing about Scarlet and Violet that I do have to give them credit for is it's a great game if you like shiny hunting. If you're a shiny hunter, you're eating good in Scarlet Violet. I'm just gonna stall out the Dynamax with Salazzle here. Almost Dynamax myself. That would not have been good. I don't know if Geeta's the worst, because there's also... What was her name? Diantha? In X and Y? I don't even remember what she did. But she also felt very lackluster. Yeah, I think Volo accounted for the fact that people will probably overlevel. I don't know. I think after the Iono video, people will have a slightly different understanding of what Geeta does. All right, realistically, do I want to poison this? Or do I want to do some damage? I think I want to poison it. I think I'm gonna go for poison. Cause he's got a lot of stuff set up right now. You know, you praised the music earlier, but you don't like this version of the final Pokemon. Yeah, it's very hit or miss. If I were a gym leader, what type would I be? Probably grass or flying type. I also really like flying types. Like Cramorant is a flying type. I almost said Woo is a flying type, but like... it's only flying for a short while, if you know what I mean. Hello Gronky, how you doing? I think he might knock out Togekiss here. Nope, okay, we're good. Woodle with wings. It's not falling, it's flying with style. Will Iono fight the Professor? Yes. Initially, I was not gonna do the Professor fight because the gym leaders really struggle against Team Star and Nemona. In the post-game Nemona fight is actually pretty tough if you're monotyping it, especially with limited movesets. Oh, Nessa actually is gonna make us use Venusaur. Realistically, I don't want a Dynamax, but I have to keep this within character, so I am gonna Dynamax and then use our Vine Lash. But like, Nessa stands like 0 chance of winning this battle. What is my opinion on bug types? I like bug types. I like the designs of bug types. They're so variable. And most of them are very cute. Do I like Pikachu or Eevee? I think I'm a Pikachu enjoyer. I mean, Eevee's cool, don't get me wrong. Eevee's cool, but like, Eevee gives me like decision paralysis. Like, Pikachu is like, to evolve or not to evolve. And Eevee's like, you have 10 options, pick one right now. And I'm like, what do you want to pick? Too bad there's no overkill bonus in this game like in some other RPGs. If this was Xenoblade, I'd be getting extra experience right now. Nope. The official handbook said double is a ground type? Oh my. Interesting choice for ground type. Okay. We have defeated Nessa. Now we're fighting B next. Which should not be too difficult considering we have flying type. And now there's like a little short conversation before. Wait, is there no short conversation? Are we done with the short conversations? Okay, I guess we are done with the short conversations. Back to recording we go. Never underestimate B. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. When does the final video come out? Oh, I don't have it scripted yet. So probably October. I know September 1st is right now, so the fact that it's like an extra month. But I basically have a video planned for every week this month already. And this is not one of them. Oh, the talks are after Marnie. And okay, gotcha. Which is one Pokemon game you would give a remake? Mystery Dungeons, Explorers of Sky. Does that count? Can I choose that? I really want more Mystery Dungeon. Like, that was such a good series. Why did they stop making that? I know they recently remade one, like the original one, but I want more Mystery Dungeon. Did Honey ever lose? No, Honey just steamrolls through everything. I think what I'm gonna do here, I mean, this might cheese it a little bit. I'm very tempted to just set up a Swords Dance and then just sweep. But realistically, Hawlucha does know a flying type move, so I'm just gonna go Psycho Cut. Oh, I should have set up Swords Dance. I should have set up Swords Dance. Now I just look like an idiot. I forgot about Bounce. Bounce is one of those moves I never... Oh, no. Oh, he ain't gonna be in... I'm underestimating B right now. Okay, Gorilla Tactics. Boost the Pokemon's attack stat, but only allows the use of the first move selected. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Zen Headbutt here. Zen Headbutt. My opinion on Ogerpon's design, when I hear the name Ogerpon, I just think Nopon. So I'm very concerned. Oh my gosh. Are we about to get swept by B? What is going on? What is happening right now? What is happening? Did I make the wrong choice? Hawlucha is a really good Pokemon. I'm just gonna, you know, go on the record to say Hawlucha is a good it's a great Pokemon. Oh, there's the bounce. I've yet to see what Ogerpon can do though, but I like it. It just does make me think of Nopons. What's my opinion on Diplin? I like Diplin. For the new variants they added, like the legendary ones, I think they look cool. What I'm not looking forward to is them being like a limited time raid den event. I don't like that. I think they should be like permanently encounterable in the game. I underestimated B. Yup, this is all on me. Absolutely. But the thing is, we have Togekiss. And like, Togekiss is just ridiculous. It's one of those Pokemon where they made it and it's like, you really shouldn't have made this Pokemon. It's too good. It's unironically one of the best Pokemon. I don't think it's that good in competitive. As far as I recall, I don't remember seeing this used in competitive that much. Yeah, there's not much you can do with Togekiss, exactly. Mystery Dungeon devs are too busy making spiritual successors to Danganronpa? Oh no. I mean, hey, the Danganronpa fans are eating good, I guess. Ogerpon, Ricky, best. Dang it. But for real though, that's exactly what I think. Your Nintendo account has been suspended. What did you do? What crime did you commit? That's not good. Its other ability is better. I agree. I think the reason why they gave it this ability is so that it doesn't like destroy everything in the game, which we're already doing anyways. Yeah, it is funny how I started to struggle immediately after I went, it's not that big of a deal. Do I want another Heart Gold Soul Silver remix? Yes and no. Like, if you're gonna do it good. Do it in the art style of Let's Go. I'm kind of okay with the art style in this game, like Sword Shield art style. That's okay too. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, we did not one shot here, but I don't think she can. Yeah, max strike. Not a chance. Okay, I missed. Oh, it was a crit. I was like, there's no way this does this much damage. I'm gonna find the Mew build. Good luck. Ogre Punch should be in Xenoblade 1 or 3. What about 2? why are you excluding 2 from that calculation, Brick? I also wanted to do a video on Xenoblade 2 like I did for Engage. Can Rex actually take Pyra to Elysium? I really wanted to do that, but I'm like, $12. I can't. I literally cannot afford to do it at the moment. You beat Cynthia first try. Good job. Serene, yeah, with Razor Fang, absolutely. See, B's not gonna be any trouble. Only swept through most of my team with her starter Pokemon, but it's not gonna be any trouble. No trouble at all. Bum, 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 bum. Good games, B. Good games. Not to mention how long exactly, like Xenoblade 2 is such a long game. I personally enjoyed it. I see why people did not like 2. I personally enjoyed 2. I thought 2 was pretty alright. 2 is what got me into Xenoblade. Which is hilarious, because it's like the least Xenoblade of the Xenoblade games, but... Nopons of 2 are the worst. Yeah, especially the Nopon that joins our team. Everyone loves that guy. Yeah. Tora. Whose name also sounds like Torna. I was very confused. I was like, is he a bad guy? Is he the leader of the bad guy team and we're all just like ignoring the fact that his name sounds exactly the same as the bad guys? Yeah, you can ask a question. Would I want to be for China in 50 years or Sweden? That's a very random question. I'd probably say Sweden. I hear quality of life is very good in the Nordic countries. You wish Captain would finish. You know, Matthew. I also, I'm very close friends with Cap. He's been putting that video off for years. For years, he's had part 3 ready, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it before Xenoblade 3 comes out." It's an ongoing joke between us about how long it's taken him to do it. I don't think he's ever gonna end up doing it, but I find it hilarious that you mentioned that. Your first Xenoblade was X, but 3 was... See, I have not played 3 yet. I'm currently playing through Octopath Traveler 2. I need to catch up on my backlog, because I have a really long backlog. This guy uses special attacks. I'm gonna set up light screen. What Pokemon would I choose to be my channel mascot? Probably Wooloo. Wooloo has grown on me so much. I feel like I give off Wooloo vibes. If Wooloo could give off vibes. But I could be wrong. Here's a question for you guys. What kind of Pokemon vibes do I actually give off? Yeah, Cap will release it after the Switch port of X. Exactly. I don't even... What do I do here? Fire Blast? Blissey's... I mean, what am I gonna do? 5 damage? That's 10 damage. Not as bad, not as bad. Especially the DLC, yeah. If Wooloo could give off vibes. Slowpoke. How hard is Volo including buffed Giratina? I'd say a 9. He could go harder, but he didn't. What do I do here? Earthquake? I think Earthquake is what I do here. Why am I giving off Slowpoke vibes? You know, now I see it, but why? Alright, I'm gonna go Earthquake. And then I'm gonna hope he sends out Turdinator next, because that's also weak to Earthquake, because otherwise we're locked into using Earthquake. So if he sends out Flygon, we're screwed. Okay, good. Good, he picked Turdinator. It would have sucked, because Flygon levitates, so like, we would have been stuck, locked into Earthquake, being unable to use Earthquake. Maybe I can play a fan-made game. Yeah, I've been wanting to play Coral version. Infinite Fusion scares me because of some of the fusions. Just I look at the fusions and Infinite Fusions and I go Came out and I have Mario RPG to do, so you're probably not gonna finish Xenoblade 3 until next. Yeah, there's just so many games. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for the Salazzle play. Why not? Am I planning to do a Mewtwo raid because it's stuff you don't know what you're doing? I'm probably not gonna do the Mewtwo raid. No, I personally do not enjoy the raids in. Oh, see, they heal in this game. I don't enjoy the way the raids are in Scarlet and Violet. They just feel very clunky to me. None of you have probably played an Atelier game, but it just feels like a very poorly made version of the Atelier battle system. And knowing how good that battle system could be and seeing the way they executed it in Scarlet and Violet, and the way that you're required to build like a very specific Pokemon just to make a battle work bothers me. Like I don't enjoy that. The fact that there's only like 1 or 2 solutions. And how ridiculously overpowered the enemies are. I got a Mew. I mean, I used the code to get myself a Mew, but I'm not gonna bother with a Mewtwo. Like, unless someone wants to, like, carry me through the Mewtwo fight, then sure, but I'm not gonna go out on my way and try to beat it. It's just something I don't personally enjoy, so I'm like, I won't force myself to do it, and that's okay. You still prefer Terra raids to max raids because they don't let you beat them without friends. Yeah, that is true. That is true. They did a good job of making it single player. I will give them that. The single player Terra raids are actually doable. You just moved to Sweden. Nice. I feel like that's. I'm a little sus of that statement, but I'll trust you. Yeah, if I want Mewtwo, just do Dynamax Adventure. I really enjoyed Dynamax Adventure. I think that was amazing. That was a great mode that they added. I really wish it wasn't locked behind DLC, because that means a lot of people won't get to experience it. But I thought it was a really good way to do the legendary stuff. I'm slacking vibes. Very chill. Cool. There's green in glasses, Decidueye. Decidueye is cool. Hello, Robo. I do have the new Nier Automata. I have not played it. Like, there's so many games in my backlog that I have not played. Let's see what I have. I have Triangle Trinity, Atelier Ryza 3, Atelier Sulfie 2. I have Persona 5, Nier Automata, Paper Mario the Origami King, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as well as Octopath Traveler 2. That's my current backlog. It's a lot of games I want to play. Realistically, I spend a lot of time playing Genshin and Star Rail and Pokemon and Splatoon. Which, as it turns out, once you play like 4 to 5 games a day, you don't really have as much time to play other games. Pokemon be like, we can't give Flygon a Mega. And then they give Audino a Mega Evolution. You know, it's so true though. It is very true. I think the reason they didn't give Flygon a Mega is because it's just such a good design. Kind of like Dunsparce. They just kind of gave Dunsparce a weird evolution just to give it an evolution. And that's probably what their solution was to Flygon's Mega. They were probably like, I'm just going to have like 4 wings instead of 2. And they're like, yeah, that's not enough. I should try Cuphead. No, it is not. It's not my style of game. Anyone watching the Nier Automata anime? I started watching and then I'm like, this is gonna spoil the games, isn't it? So then I stopped watching it. Like I watched like 5 minutes of the first episode and I'm like, I probably should play the game instead of watch the anime. Even though the anime looks really well made. Persona 5 won't go away from your backlog. I hear it's an amazing game and people are like, oh, you're gonna love Persona. I should play it, but one game at a time. You got art block on. I mean, I cannot think of a way to improve Flygon, personally. Like, if you're like, Mr. Games, come up with a Mega Flygon, I'd be like, I have no idea. It's a perfect design. I cannot make this better. Oh gosh, you still have Wii U games on your backlog? I mean, I do have, I have DS games, not DS, 3DS games on my backlog as well. I'm probably just never gonna play either. It's because of Arcanine. No, I wouldn't say Arcanine. Like he could have. I guess there's no. Are there held items in Legend Arceus? I don't know. I was gonna say like he could have held items and other annoying things. Give it a crystal tail. Ooh, interesting. See, you guys. It helps when there's other people thinking about this, and you're not the only one thinking about it. No held items in Arceus. Okay. Yeah, so that's one way to improve Volo fight. Give him held items. Nobody else gets held items, and then Volo rose up and he's like, I got a focus sash on the Arcanine. See, you thought you could one-shot it, but no. Aldino is awful? Oh, come on. You know, to be honest, I don't know what Aldino does either. I just know it's the Chansey equivalent for leveling up your Pokemon in black and white. Can I play Violet but using Hop's team? I don't. Maybe, but not anytime soon. You can do it. Go ahead. Be my guest. Alright, we have defeated the right hand. Will we beat Leon today? I don't think we are. We're on track to, but I might have to stop streaming in about 20 minutes, so I don't want to be like, yeah, let's do Leon, and then be like, I gotta stop. Oh no. Is my favorite normal type Ulu? It is now, yeah. Who's harder, Volo or Red? And hard gold, so silver. I'd say Volo. You would make Flygon more bug-like and change its typing to from ground to bug. Would that make it the first bug dragon type? Do we have a bug dragon? I feel like we don't. And that would be great for Flygon. We don't. Okay, yeah, that's a missed opportunity right there. Oh, now we're gonna have the random conversation where Hop's like, I'm gonna cheer for you, not my brother, who I've lived with for all my life, but you're now my bestie. I'm gonna cheer for you instead. Red plays fair, Volo cheats. Yeah, Red doesn't have 2 phases of a legendary Pokemon. What Pokemon would I remove from existence? Landorus. It's the first one that came to mind. I don't know. Who's my favorite shiny? I always say Bruxish. Even though I don't think that's true, but Bruxish. What if Flygon and Yanmega Mega evolved into the same Pokemon? Like convergent Mega Evolution. That would be interesting. You don't think anyone likes Landorus? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone likes Landorus either. And this is the part where Rose is like, I'm gonna destroy the world, and then we run over to Potswick. Yeah, I think I'll go up to like right before the Rose fight, and then next week we'll do Rose fight and Eternatus and Leon. It's like 3 battles, but it's like the 3 big battles. Rose be like, "Oh hey, I'm evil," right? Such good writing. This is why people didn't like the writing in Sword and Shield. They really fumbled it at the end. Like they really could have made more of a setup, because Rose kind of seemed like he wasn't that bad when the Beatty stuff happened. He was like, "Beatty, I cannot believe you have just destroyed this thing that's so precious to Galar." And then he turns around and goes, "Man, Galar really loves the Champion Cup final. Let's destroy it." Because, like, what the heck? And then part of his lore is that he doesn't make any sense, but like that's just bad writing. You can't just say this guy doesn't make any sense, so we'll just do whatever we want with the plot. Like that, no, that's not how that works. Ooh, fan art of Ninetales and Delphox fusion. Ooh, that would be interesting. Yes, bring about something literally called the darkest day. Nothing bad could come from that. Yeah, nothing bad. Absolutely. I mean, this is based on Britain. Like most days are dark there. So like maybe that's why he was like, it's not that bad. We're used to being overcast most of the time. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, in 30 minutes, most likely no one would care or try to stop me. But hey, I'm evil now, right? It's like, why does he announce it like live in 4K? That does not need to happen. And they did have enough lore to like build up Rose as the villain, they just didn't. Which is most likely because the game was rushed. Which is the biggest problem that Pokemon has, is that they keep rushing these games out. Like, take some time to flesh out the stories and the characters. No. 1 game a year. I mean, realistically, if they want to hire me as a writer, Pokemon High. I like lore. I have like 20 videos of lore development. It's maybe not the best. I have a lot to learn, but it's alright enough, right? Gamers, I hope the Wooloverse lore is good enough to be enjoyable. I hope. Again, this is one of those things where it's like, Pokemon is one of the few companies that has access to so many creative, talented people, and then they just don't. Then they're just like, nah. But what if we sue you instead? I like the little wolf motives in the music here. I never thought wolf could be an instrument, but they did a good job of playing the wolf instrument in this music. It sounds silly outside of context, but like, it works. Well, Monolith Soft did work on Pokemon. Like, Monolith Soft made the wild area in Scarlet Violet. No, in Sword Shield. They did the wild area. But I'm pretty sure they were given very little time to work on it. Because when I first saw the wild area, I was like, this looks like Xenoblade. And it's like, yes, it looks like Xenoblade because Monolith Soft made it. Best item in Pokemon world if it came to the real world. And we get to keep the effects? Probably the lucky egg, because it helps you gain experience faster. So like it would make learning happen a lot quicker. I think that's a really broken item. Like imagine if you could learn stuff like twice the speed. Like you show up to math class and then the teacher's like, y equals mx plus b, and instead of you hating that equation for 2 years until you finally understand how it works, you like instantly understand it and you're like, oh wow, this makes sense. Mathematics makes sense all of a sudden. That'd be awesome. What starter do I pick in these runs? I always go for Sobble. That way, I always go for Score Bunny. That way Leon always has Sobble. Because I think the Sobble version of Leon is the most challenging out of the three. Just based on the other Pokemon he brings as well. Like, Mr. Rhyme is definitely a big challenge in most fights. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed Season 1. Hopefully Season 2 is more enjoyable because it's gonna have a more coherent story throughout or at least coherent themes. I'm gonna try my best to recreate like the Clara experience because I feel like the Melanie video I could have done better with the character and the story. But the issue with the Melanie video I had was that there wasn't much to work with in the first place. Like, Melanie just doesn't have lore. Or, like, she's just like, she's cold to people, she broke a Mr. Rhyme's cane, and Gordy doesn't want to talk to her. Like, that's the Melanie lore. And a lot of the gym leaders in Scarlet Violet don't really have much lore either. Yeah, Von Pixie did an amazing job of voicing her. I think my writing could have been better. It's just a bit difficult when you don't have much to work with to begin with. And one of the challenges with Scarlet Violet is that there's not much of lore for any of the trainers. Am I healed? Okay. Mr. Rhyme got mistreated in the anime. He took an aura sphere. Yeah, something like that. Hello, Shadow. Will there ever be a prequel to the Woolooverse? Like maybe in older gens? Well, it wouldn't be a prequel. It could be, we'll call it a side story. Maybe I'll do a prequel. But the way it's set up, it doesn't make sense for there to be a prequel. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Because realistically, when I was making it, I did not think this would be like a long-term series. So like, there's just a lot of, what do I put it? A lot of BS writing in the first, in the Alistair episode. Of how do we start the Alistair journey? There's just a lot of, I don't know, I'm just gonna think of something silly. It's not gonna matter because it's gonna be a one-off, and then here we are 10 episodes later. It was not a one-off. Oh no. Panic. But I would like to do the other regions. Can I actually get the 40% exploration in Fontaine? I'm not sure. I also ended up having to unlist that video because It just was not performing. Do I like the trainer cards in this game? Yes, I really like the trainer cards in this game. I don't think I'm gonna do the rest of these battles today, but let's look at the trainer. Like, you want to learn more about Milo? Select. Flip. This trainer was born as the son of farmers. He has honed his strength, stamina, and skill as a Pokemon trainer from a young age by working together with his Pokemon. Because of his gentle nature, he has trouble going all out on weaker opponents, which is why his gym is the first one for challengers. So, Milo's the opposite of Geeta. Geeta can't stop herself from going all out, and Milo is like, I cannot go out on you, you're just a baby. I can't. That's why he's the first gym leader. He always wears his boots, as apparently they let him dig his heels when he needs to. I like that. I like that they have a little bit of extra lore for these characters. Alright. I think we're gonna call it as a stream here, because I have a lot of editing I need to do today. And I still haven't done my dailies in my gacha game. Unless you guys wanna experience some of the Genshin and Starro dailies, but I think I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for hanging out. There's a high chance I might do a big run stream tomorrow, but it might be on Twitch. We will see. Might be YouTube, might be Twitch. I would be playing with friends. Good opportunity to hang out, but it would be like in the evening, so it would be like 12 hours from now. So I don't know if this time zone would work for any of the people that are here because of time zones, but anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. We got one more of these to go. Next time it's just 3 battles, and then we'll go do the Honey fight as the grand finale. We'll fight Honey. But yeah, so thank you for hanging out. I don't see anyone streaming this early. I did want to raid someone, but nobody's live. So we are just gonna say that's stream. Thank you for hanging out. Have yourselves a wonderful day, night, time zones, and goodbye.